Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on?
You sure you want to talk to me? You don't want to talk to that fuck anymore?
What are you talking about?
Why couldn't you just tell him? And I think the show has been long enough. We're in unprofessional territory here. It's a fucking personal call, and he asked you on a fucking date. That's not a therapy thing.
Norm, what are you talking about?
Bullshit that it's not a fucking date. It's a fucking date. You made a goddamn date on the phone. I was on the fucking phone with this cocksucker.
Norm,
This fucking guy ain't doing anything for you. He's bashing me is all he's doing. He's bashing me and he's asking you out on a date while I'm on the fucking phone listening to the bullshit. And you said yes.
Lorne, what are you talking about?
He asked you on a fucking date.
It's not a date, Lorne.
Bullshit, it's not a fucking date. He asked you out to dinner. Not as a professional thing. As a friendship thing. Yeah, bullshit, it's a friendship thing. He's trying to work his way. Just like the fucking doctor.
Oh,
Another
God.
fucking asshole in the goddamn mix.
He's not. He's a great guy. I mean, he's not hitting on me. And
Barry Viner. The bullshit he's not hitting on you. You don't even the whole fucking time. Barry Viner. I'm gonna have Allie check this motherfucker out.
by the way, you can have her check him out. He changed. I'm not going to tell you which part of his name, but he changed part of his name.
Of course he did. Fucking guy. That's bullshit right there. You stayed on the phone after I tell you I'm hanging up. That motherfucker was having a personal conversation with you. He violated that shit so bad it was unbelievable. That motherfucker ain't a professional and he's not a good therapist. All that was a Lorne bashing session and a personal conversation.
What are you talking
hit on you.
What are you talking about? He did not hit on me.
Bullshit. There were so many fucking times he continuously said that, even though I'm married, he basically said, even though I'm married, I want to take you out. Oh, what a big surprise. The motherfucker's getting a divorce. But gee, I wonder why. He's going to blame it all on his wife? He didn't do anything? Yeah, okay. She's not going to marry him, then turn around and go to the fucking guy that was supposedly beating her, supposedly, from what he says, because his story is going to be fucking good to make him look good. Another fucking asshole in the mix. Isn't that funny how Allie never ever called you a loser? Gene never called you a fucking loser. They both actually said maybe this girl's trying to help you. We don't know.
But Lorne, look at the difference between me. Now, you heard me sit there and defend you and whatnot. I defended you, but Lorne, you're comparing me to you and saying that Lorne, how are you?
I haven't been on a fucking date.
Okay, Lorne, how are you trying to help me when you get drunk and you call me names and you curse me out?
I'm not getting drunk anymore.
For the last...
I'm sober. But when I'm fucking sober and some goddamn guy is hitting on you and asking you out on a fucking date and you say yes, and then you stay on the phone after I fucking hang up, and after multiple times of telling you need to get off the phone with this guy. This is not a fucking therapy call. This is personal shit.
First of all, Lorne, you're saying that, that they say that maybe I'm trying to help you, which you rarely say. But, Lorne, how could my therapist say that you're trying to help me? What are you doing that's helping me?
This fucking guy is not a therapist. He's a joke. A therapist doesn't go around calling somebody a loser. And they don't fucking put only their opinion in when it's all that they do is talk. A therapist lets you talk so he can hear what you're saying. So he can hear how you feel. So he can get you to talk about things. He doesn't fucking sit there and talk about things and not let you talk. That motherfucker, all he was doing was talking. bashing me.
What did he say that was untrue?
What he said that was untrue. Does he really know me? Am I a loser?
No, I'm just asking, like, the things that were untrue that he said. Because, I mean, you had said that he didn't know you, and I wanted to know what you would say if he were face-to-face with him.
Yeah, you don't have him on fucking three-way, do you?
Of course not.
You didn't use the phone, did you?
Of course not. I told you, I let you stay on three-way because I didn't know, first of all, I didn't know that we would talk so long, but second of all, you know, I wanted to be open and honest and let you hear everything that he was going to say. Yeah,
but all this guy was doing is fucking bashing me.
What did
he... therapist doesn't do that.
What did he say that was untrue?
He's trying to make me out to look like a loser. He called me a fucking loser. I'm far from a fucking loser. I can make fucking 10 times the amount of money in a year that he can fucking make. All the talent that I have, I can make him look like a fucking sad individual. And he's been through fucking therapy school? That must have been one hell of a pathetic school that he went to. He didn't get his fucking degree from McDonald's?
I didn't know McDonald's had degrees, but I mean,
well, in his case, he probably do. Probably got to have a Happy Meal.
I didn't know you could get those. But I mean, as you know, as you've heard me do before, I looked him up and I found his house and like I did a property search thing, and he didn't lie.
I don't care what the fuck he has. I'm not in a competition for money.
I didn't say you were. I'm just saying, like, I was just surprised because I looked him up as soon as my parents gave me his name as who we were going to be seeing, and I was like, that can't be the right guy, and it turned out it was, and he has a $1.3 million house.
Good for him.
You know, and he's...
Who the fuck that's about what he has?
No, I was just surprised.
But he has not. He has no fucking coup.
Because the doctor's house is, and I don't want to say only, but only worth $1.5 million, and the doctor is a doctor, and for him to have that really surprised me. For him to have
a fucking so-called therapist to have anything, I'm surprised. The therapist does not go around calling people losers. And a therapist doesn't get in an argument with somebody like that on the fucking phone or even in a session.
Well, he didn't argue.
Adam and Gene and my probation officer, none of them, even Mitchell, none of them ever called you a loser.
Lorne, why would they call me a loser? Like, there's nothing I've ever done that would give credence to that idea.
Even with doubts in their head about you being who you actually are, they still have not said me any downward bullshit about you. Other than we don't know what she's about. You've never met her. They never called you a loser, and they never put you down in any way. Other than telling you don't really know that that's who you're talking to. That's the only thing that they have said.
Well, they've said that. Well, my people around me have said that about you because a lot of people now believe that you're toxic based on hearing calls where you called me names.
And that shit's over.
But the fact
I'm not going to continue living my present with shit that I did wrong in the past.
But the reason why
it's not a way for me to move forward.
So the reason why they're like saying that I should leave is because it happened to begin with.
Because it happened to begin with, I can't change.
And they're saying that should never have happened, and that's why I should leave.
No, it shouldn't have. They shouldn't have, because I never should have had to feel like that. We got a world of fucking dishonesty all around us. Should have locked me to realize that people are dishonest, and I need to watch out. That's why it's taken so much for me to get to completely trust you, so I don't have any questions.
And my therapist said that, there's no excuse for the things that I've been called.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was my own insecurity. I was calling you fucking date.
Lorne, why are you...
a therapist, because they went from therapy to fucking personal to date, right back to personal again. Never went to fucking therapy to begin with.
It was therapy, and I always,
All he did was bash me. That is not therapy.
What did he say?
Listening to what you have to say is therapy, so that you can get the frustrations out in you.
What did he say?
Give his opinion. It doesn't mean he goes and bashes me and tells me loose and all this shit.
What did he say that wasn't true?
Am I really a person that can't hold down a job?
I'm not sure.
Really?
Well, I mean, you've had jobs before, and you're going and you're gonna have an interview, and you're gonna get another job.
This guy is fucking saying that like I'm never gonna work again. Like you're gonna be the one supporting me. That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. I don't believe in that shit. I never have. I wasn't raised to be like that. But this motherfucker, he's saying he's putting shit in your head to try to make me look bad. But he doesn't even fucking know me. This guy he doesn't need to know shit about me. He certainly doesn't need to know fucking shit about you seeing my asshole. I don't know why the hell you thought you had to tell him that.
Well, my reasoning in telling him that was I needed to tell him about the pussy and tits video, and that was part of it. Because you had called me a bitch because, I don't remember why you called me a bitch, but you had said something about your literal asshole, and I've never shared your, as you called it, literal asshole, and I never would.
Is this guy on three-way?
No. Why would you ask me that?
Because.
Oh, great answer. I wonder if everyone should answer their dissertation with that. So, why is the sky blue? Because. Why does rain fall out of the sky? Because how do I know you didn't tell him that that I was mad and you wanted him to hear how I sound when I'm mad? So you put him on three-way. Lorne.
And tell him to mute it.
Lorne, do you not get it? I don't want anybody around me to know how you get when you are mad. My parents have heard you drunk and screaming at me and cursing at me and calling me names, and I'm freaking horrified by it. I don't want anyone...
How can I not be mad when you make a fucking date with the goddamn guy that's supposed to be a therapist that doesn't even do a therapist's job? He hits on you when he's supposed to be giving you therapy. He gets personal with you when he's supposed to be doing therapy. He violates therapist codes, therapist conduct. The therapist is client privileges, he violates that shit by getting personal with you. Allie doesn't get personal with me. Gina doesn't get personal with me. Or didn't. Well, even my probation officer doesn't get personal with me. The only thing I know about Allie is that her grandfather and her mother own a business together in Skowhegan, and then her husband's a cop. That's all I know about Allie. I don't even know where she went to school. I certainly don't know anything at all, and I know that they own a small farm. And her and her husband own a small farm. That's all I know about Allie. I don't know personal shit about Allie. I don't know stories about Allie. It's not her job to tell me her stories. It's her job to listen to what I have to say, to my frustration, to what's going on with me. Not to give me her personal stories, and then fucking tell me that my girlfriend's a loser.
Well, he's
not a good therapist.
I find that he is. I think he did make some good points.
What? That your boyfriend's a loser?
I didn't say that.
That you should go out to dinner with him? That fucking dinner date better be cut the fuck off. That's bullshit.
It is not bullshit, and it's not a date.
It's a date. That is not a therapy date. A therapist does not ask its client out for fucking dinner.
It's not.
How can you not see that? How can you think I'm going to be all right with that shit? I'm not.
It's not a date.
If I say cut it off, you'll tell me you cut it off, and then you go out with him anyway.
No, I'm not going to say I'm going to cut it off, because I'm not going to cut it off. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's a fucking date.
No, but see, here's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you.
Is it just you and him?
Yes.
It's a fucking date, and you better not go on it.
It is not a date.
Fucking date, Ramona. What do you think Allie's going to tell me when I tell her about this?
Lorne, she's the same.
What do you think she's going to say?
Lorne, first of all, she can say what she wants to say. She's never met me, nor has she met the therapist.
I tell you, you're putting us in jeopardy by doing this shit.
Lorne, it's not a date.
A goddamn fucking date.
Lorne, it's not a date, and you can't control me.
Fucking date. It's not a matter of controlling you, Ramona. It's something that you don't do. When you have a boyfriend, you don't make a fucking date with someone else.
It's not.
It's a fucking date.
It is not.
That's not control. That's showing no respect for me.
I am respectful. He's a very nice guy.
Really?
He has a lot of insights, and
a lot of insight that your boyfriend is a fucking loser and he's trying to bash me every chance he gets. Asking you on a fucking date.
No, because
wanting to be your friend and maybe it'll build him to more. Which is what he said.
No, because it's
goddamn date, and you better not fucking go on it, because you're putting us in jeopardy with that fucking bullshit. That's just something that I'm tired of that shit. I got tired of that shit with a fucking doctor, and now this cocksucker is going to come in? No. That's just not going to fucking happen.
Lorne, it's not a date.
It's a fucking date. And you better cut it off.
Lorne, I keep saying that. It's not a date. He's a very nice...
You told them already that your client and fucking therapist thing is going to be done.
That was obvious. I knew that.
Still ask you on a date.
Lorne, it is not a date. And plus...
Goddamn date.
It's not.
The fucking date. Don't cut it off. Then it's really putting us in a lot of fucking jeopardy, because I'm tired of that shit.
Well, bring it on, Alex. Bring it on, because it's not a date.
It's a fucking date. Don't tell me bring it on, Alex. I'm not the one that's bringing it on. You're the one that's bringing it on by saying yes to a fucking dinner date with your so-called therapist.
I'll take it's not a date unless we kiss for $500.
I don't see how you think this is fucking funny, because this is not funny. You made a date over the phone with me on the phone.
Lorne, it's not a date.
A fucking date. You think I'm going to be... if you think I'm going to be done like that, no. No. You're not going to do me like that.
Lorne, nobody's trying to do you. It's not a date.
A fucking date. That's not a fucking joke.
First of all, and when we hung up, or when you hung up, rather, I should say, he did not badmouth you. He told me some funny stories of when he was wrestling, and I talked a little bit about some vegan foods, and
you got more personal.
Oh, gosh. And we're going to try out a new vegan restaurant.
You get more personal with somebody that's supposed to be your therapist.
Lorne is...
And you're going on a dinner date with him.
Lorne,
isn't that fucked up?
It is not a date.
I really wouldn't push me on this one, Mother. That shit has gone on too much.
And it'll be nice.
It went on too much with the fucking doctor. Now you got this fucking guy here involved.
I'm honest with you. I'm not saying, well, I'll tell him that it's off, and then I really go. I'm always honest with you. And
be honest with me. And cut the fucking thing off and actually cut it off.
And plus...
If you're going on a date when you have a boyfriend. You're going on a date with another guy when you have a fucking boyfriend. That is so disrespectful. It's unbelievable.
Lord,
I cannot even fucking believe you said yeah. I swear to God that no was going to come out of your mouth. And you fucking said yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
Lord, he is my therapist, and this is not a date.
He is not a fucking therapist. And that is not a therapy date. A therapist does not take his client out to fucking dinner. They hold their sessions in an office where it's just them two, and they discuss things. They do not take the clients out to dinner. Allie has never once asked me to go to dinner. And she's married. This guy is fucking married. And asked you out to dinner. And he hit on you the whole fucking time he was even talking to you.
First of all, I don't date married men. Second of all, this is not a date. Third of all, if I was going to go on a date with him, I'd wait, I think he said 2 weeks, until his divorce was final. So...
Jay, that's special.
Thank you.
Being sarcastic.
Thank you. Lauren, stay calm. Everything's great.
I'm not staying calm until I know you cut this fucking date off and you actually mean it.
Lauren, I'm not going to not go to dinner with my therapist.
Of course not, because it's not a therapy session. It's a date.
It's not.
You made a date with another fucking guy with your boyfriend on the phone while you have a boyfriend.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. You made a date with your fucking boyfriend on the phone while you have a boyfriend. That makes it sound like I have two boyfriends.
Fine. You made a date with another guy while your boyfriend was on the phone. So your boyfriend could hear it.
Oh, good God.
How stupid do I fucking look?
Okay, Lauren, now you made it sound like I called you with him on three-way and said, oh, yeah, Lauren, you there? Okay, yeah. Therapist asked me out.
You know how to say the word no. You've told me no plenty times. Why is it you said yes to a fucking dinner date with someone that's supposed to be a therapist?
It's not a dinner
date. Therapy sessions do not take place outside an office.
It's not a dinner date, or it's not a date, and I'm looking forward to learning more of what he has to offer.
To learning more about him, getting closer to him. Hell, I might as well invite him over to your house and fucking have him. Maybe he can sleep over too.
Oh,
if he has to take a shower over your house, you'll see his fucking ass naked.
Oh,
Do you see the repetitive behavior here?
no, I don't.
No, of course not.
What are you trying to say?
It's a fucking doctor all over again.
How is this the doctor?
Same fucking thing. He's trying to get close to you. Next thing you know, he's going to be over your house. Then you're going to introduce him to your brother. He's going to like hanging around your brother. Then he's going to spend the night over your house. Then you're going to wind up seeing him naked. Then he's actually going to walk in on you naked.
Why is everybody naked in your fantasies?
Tell me, you're the one who gives me the stories. I cannot believe you said yes to a fucking dinner date with a therapist.
It's not. It's not.
I don't find anything funny about this.
Because I can't believe you're saying that me going out to dinner with him is a date.
It's a fucking date. Therapy sessions don't take place out to fucking dinner. They take place in one room where there's only two people able to talk. Now, out to dinner, where there's all kinds of fucking people all around, that's not privacy. That's not client-therapist confidentiality.
Did you hear what he said?
That's violation of fucking therapy. A therapist.
Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Did you hear what he said? He wanted to show me friendship.
He wanted to what?
He wanted to show me friendship.
Show you friendship. Oh, jeez. It's a fucking date. He sucked you right into a goddamn date. While your boyfriend was fucking texted you no.
I didn't see those messages that said no until after I had said yes.
Jesus. I shouldn't have to fucking tell you no. You have a boyfriend.
Lorne.
Why would you say yes?
I was not looking.
You don't go to fucking dinner with another guy when you get another fucking boyfriend?
I was not looking at it as a date. He even said...
It's a fucking date, girl. It is a date.
He even said, take me out platonically, show me friendship, and show me how...
You don't have enough friends. You don't have enough friends. You really need this guy for a fucking friend to be staying over your house and create more problems between me and you?
I'm always accepting of new friends.
Friends are only going to fucking hurt me and you.
So I shouldn't have more friends?
Well, when they're calling your fucking boyfriend a loser. Well, when they're telling you that they're your therapist and asking you out on a fucking date. Well, he's got a wife. You better cut this fucking date off, and you better fucking actually do it, because this is fucking horse shit. This is horse shit that never should have fucking happened. It never should have been the first word that came out of your mouth.
Well, maybe the horse had to shit. I don't know, Lorne. I mean, like...
How can you not know? You have a boyfriend. When another guy asks you on a date, when he asks you out to fucking dinner, that's a date.
No.
That's not a therapy session. That's not just wanting to be a friendship. He's planning a fucking divorce. He's trying to set it up so that he can get close to you. Isn't that fucking nice? Lorne is always such a bad guy.
Lorne, it is not a date. And he is a really nice guy.
It better not be any fucking date.
It's two people who respect each other going out to dinner.
It's a fucking date. And it better not happen.
Lorne, it's not a date. And I mean, he's
Ramona,
what?
if you go out on this fucking date, then I am going to be done. I've had enough of that horse shit. That is, there's no other way for me to fucking put it. That's just the dumbest thing I have ever fucking heard.
So now you are so controlling that you're threatening me.
No, it's not a fucking threat either. I've gone through this shit with the fucking doctor already. I am not going through it again.
It is not a date. Hey, he is not the doctor. Why are you doing this?
I heard every fucking word that cocksucker said when he was hitting on you.
He did not hit on me.
He hit on you many times.
He didn't hit on me one time.
That's bullshit.
Lorne.
Well, maybe I can take you on a date, down the road and show you friendship and down the road and maybe if we want to get together. But I'm married. Something I didn't tell you is I'm getting divorced. You want to go out to dinner?
Okay, Lorne, it did not happen like that.
That's pretty much the way it fucking happened.
Lorne.
I'm not kidding about any of this, Ramona. I'm not dealing with shit again. If it means so much for you to go on a fucking date with this guy, then you go, but I'm not going to be around.
Fine, I'll invite my brother.
Why? So he can meet your brother, so you can become friends with him, invite him over to your house, and he can stay the night, and go on vacations with you. It's fucking horseshit.
Lorne, it's not a date, and I'll invite my brother. There.
It's horseshit, Ramona. It's horseshit. Why couldn't your therapist be a fucking female?
Because my parents chose him, and my mom found him.
Huh. Let me tell you something. Let's put another guy in Ramona's life so she has more options.
I can't, backtrack and go back and make this guy into a female. I mean, there's doctors who do that every day now, but I don't think that's what he wants. I think he is a cisgender male, and therefore
anything you say
can and will be held against you in the court of law. I have the right to remain silent, so I will.
Anything you say to me about this guy is null and void. I know what this fucking guy wants. I was right there listening to every fucking word he was saying, so I know exactly what he wants.
Lord, he was not hitting
If they didn't ask you on a fucking date when he's supposed to be having a therapy session with you, you got to be fucking kidding me. Any guy asks you on a fucking dinner date, first word that he must be fucking no, because you have a boyfriend. Well, yeah, so he just wants to be friends. Bullshit.
And did you not hear me tell him that in 2.5 months I'll be coming down to see you or up to see you?
Oh, I heard that, but he didn't. He just called me a loser after that and kept continuously fucking trying to put me down and trying to talk you into saying that I was a fucking loser.
Okay, Lorne, I spent 6 hours on the phone defending you, and that's going to go a long way, I hope, I think, with my parents, and I'd hope, I don't know, I can't.
Well, there's supposed fucking therapist that wants to take you out to dinner.
But, okay, I spent hours on the phone defending you. That's got to count for something.
It counts for something, but the problem is, you said yes to a dinner date with another fucking guy. Why in the hell would you do that when you have a boyfriend?
It's not a date.
It's a dinner date. It's a date.
It's not
a date. It's not for therapy. He wants to become friends with you. Allie doesn't ask me out to fucking dinner.
That's because you guys go to motels.
Not hardly.
But definitely. Okay, Lorne.
I never even see Allie outside of that fucking office. Except for in the hallway when she comes up to get me.
Oh, so you guys are having dates in the fucking hallway? No worries. What?
I can't believe we're even having this fucking conversation. What a fucking joke.
Lorne, everything is great.
Everything is not great.
Lorne,
going out on a fucking date with another guy.
Lorne, everything is fantastic.
Oh yeah, real fantastic. Going on a date with another guy. And he's going to be fucking invited over to your house. And he's going to be sleeping over your house. Then he's going to see my girlfriend naked.
Isn't
that just fucking fantastic?
Wait, you think it's like an assembly line of people waiting to see me naked?
Oh, the whole thing is just a fucking doctor all over again. He's only seeing the doctor 2 hours a night at aqua aerobics. Then he comes over and he gets invited over to your house for a party. Then he meets your brother. Then they become real good friends. Then he's spending the night. Then he sees you fucking naked. Going on vacation with you.
The doctor and I are still great
with the fucking therapist.
I'm not going to stop being friends with the doctor just because the therapist is being nice to me. That's crazy.
Of course he is. He's got a hidden agenda.
He's a nice person.
Oh yeah. Of course he's being nice to you. He didn't want to be very nice to me though, did he? The therapist isn't like that.
Okay, if he were to have hit on me or something, wouldn't he have done it?
He did.
Okay, or
multiple times.
Okay, Lorne, he did not hit on me, and
yeah, he did.
And if he
many times over.
And if he had, wouldn't you think I would have told you if he had after you hung up the phone in a hissy fit?
He didn't have to wait till I hung up the fucking phone. He did it when I was on the phone.
But Lorne, I mean, it's not to worry.
I can't believe you said yes, though. When you have a boyfriend. Why in the hell would you ever even say yes when you have a boyfriend?
It's not a date. Let me just go and see what he says.
You know that I wouldn't be all right with that.
I thought you'd be fine with it, and it's not a date. Let's see what he says. I'm curious to know.
The whole time I was texting you, I told you that he had a hidden agenda. And I also told you that a therapist doesn't talk that much and not let you talk. It's not what a therapist does.
Lorne, stay calm, okay? It's not a date, and everything is great. Everything is...
Stay calm when another guy wants to take my girlfriend out on a date. Yeah.
Lorne,
that's a good one.
Lorne, everything is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. But you got this guy calling me a fucking loser. A therapist. A quote-unquote therapist. With this fucking McDonald's Happy Meal license.
First of all, I don't think that McDonald's gives out licenses. McDonald's might give out licenses to be obese and have heart disease and high blood pressure, but they don't give out licenses to be therapists.
Well, you get it from fucking Cheerios box, then.
From where?
From the Cheerios box. The Lucky Charms box.
Well, he paid for the cereal, and if it came with a degree, then he deserves to be able to use it.
Well, he's certainly getting his fucking money's worth out of the $2.30 box of fucking cereal.
Well,
that's all he's worth is about fucking $2.30.
Well, if that's what happened.
He's a good therapist because he's calling your boyfriend a loser.
Lorne, you've got to stay calm. Okay, now...
Oh, and Andy's asking you out on a date.
Lorne, he's not asking me out on a date. Every guy is not asking me out on a date.
He asked you on a date. He violated... If he's such a good therapist, why in the hell is it that he violated the therapist's confidentiality shit by asking you out on the fucking date?
He made it...
There's rules for that shit.
He made it clear it was not a date.
No. He didn't make it clear. Going out as friends, it's a date. The therapist does not ask their clients out on dates. It's friendship or otherwise. They keep it professional. They don't ask the clients out on dates.
So you're basically calling me a liar.
Calling him a fucking liar.
What did he lie about? Because when I say it's not a date, but then you say it is a effing date, then that means you're calling me a liar.
I don't think you understand the difference between it.
The
therapist does not ask their clients out on dates. They don't ask them out to dinner as friends. They don't do that.
Our client-therapist relationship is ending this week.
It's ending this week, so he's going to take you out after it ends, quote unquote, as friends. It's not a therapy session, but it's a date. Isn't that funny how that worked out?
Lorne, I think everything's great. I really do.
Everything's not great when a guy is
Lorne,
asking my girlfriend out on a date and my girlfriend says yes.
Lorne, there's no better time to be alive. Everything is wonderful.
No, everything is not wonderful. Don't make things better? Cut the fucking date off.
Lorne, it's not a date, and I'm going because I want to see what he's going to say. And if you get mad, I'll just bring my brother.
Fucking date.
And plus, I told him some vegan things.
You bring your brother, then your brother will be friends with him, and that's an excuse for a therapist to come over and spend time over at your house, more time with you, fucking doctor all over again.
Oh, it's not the doctor all over again.
The doctor all over again.
The doctor and I are friends, and he's a great guy. And we're going to stay friends. I like having him around. He's fun.
I told you this shit needs to change, Ramona. And instead of it changing, it changed into another fucking guy in the mix.
Lorne, you don't trust me.
Not a matter of trust.
That's a problem.
It's a matter of you don't respect me when you tell another guy yes to a fucking date.
It's not a date, Lorne.
A fucking date, Ramona. I don't know how stupid you think I am, but it's a fucking date.
Lorne, as you said before, you're so far from stupid, so why would I think that you're stupid?
Nothing I'm stupid. You said yes to another guy and they're asking you out on a goddamn date when you have a boyfriend. Your boyfriend's telling you he's not alright with you, you're still fucking telling him you're going to go out with a guy.
But I'll bring my brother.
Then you bring your brother and your brother and him become friends the same fucking doctor all over again.
Oh gosh, I'll bring my parents.
And there you go, bring your parents. That would be better than bringing your brother.
I'll bring them all.
There you go. And then you can make friends with your brother, and he can come over your house and hang out and fucking spend the night, see you naked, and go on vacations with you. Fucking doctor all over again.
Lorne, everybody who comes to my house doesn't see me naked.
No, just the doctor did. But there'll be a time where an accident happen again, and therapists will see you naked.
No. Well, the doctor's sister saw me naked. I don't see you mad about that.
She's a female. That doesn't bother me quite so much as a fucking male seeing you naked when you have a boyfriend.
Yeah, but the...
It's fucking unbelievable.
But the doctor's sister and I... Maybe I shouldn't tell you what we did. But anyway,
Did you cheat on me with the doctor's sister?
No.
Right there.
You know how guys bump chests? Well, we did it. Topless. We bump chests.
I don't bump.
No, but it's funny. But, I mean, the doctor's sister's boobs touch my boobs.
Oh, that's just funny. It'd be funny to picture it.
Well, it is funny. But what I'm saying...
A fucking date with a fucking therapist is not funny.
Now I'm guessing you wouldn't want me to do that same thing with the doctor.
Once you text this therapist and ask him if he's considering this date a date, he's gonna tell you no. But in his mind, it actually is.
Okay, so do you really want me to?
It really doesn't even matter to me if you text him or not and ask him that, because in my mind, it is a fucking date.
Okay, well...
In my mind, you should have said no to him anyway, because you have a boyfriend.
Okay, calm down. Okay, you...
That's not acceptable for him.
Okay, everything is wonderful. Now, you asked me to do... It is. Everything's wonderful. Now, you asked me to do this, and so do you really want me to do it? I think he's probably up. He said he had a client at 9. I'll message him. I'll message him.
He's happy about spending so much time with you. He's happy because you said yes to a date with him. But you can't sleep.
Oh, God, Lorne.
I'll be in the bathroom jerking off thinking about you right now.
Well, I'm flattered.
Oh, gee, well, that's fucking nice. Went to a therapist, a boyfriend-bashing therapist, to a personal call, to a dinner date, back to boyfriend-bashing, no therapy involved, just boyfriend-bashing, back to personal again.
But don't forget he's jerking off.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Now, your boyfriend is supposed to feel fine about this shit.
Well, wait, you said he's... Well, wait.
Fucking date better not happen.
Do you think he's still jerking off, or do you think he already got off? Maybe he's going twice.
Are you picturing him jerking off?
Oh, God. Well, Lorne, I wasn't thinking about him jerking off at all before you said something.
Well, I guarantee he was already thinking about having sex with you while he was talking to you.
Lorne, everybody's mind isn't wired to think of sex 24/7.
When this guy was hitting on you, goddamn well, I know goddamn well his mind was headed there. Yeah, but fucking come out and say it.
Alright, I texted him asking him if it's a date. And I'll see
how did you word it? How did you word it?
Are you jerking off? By the way, is it a date?
Tell me how you worded it.
Lorne says you're jerking off. Are you? By the way, is it a date? I didn't say that. You know I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I'm looking forward to meeting you for dinner. By the way, is this a date?
I'm looking forward to meeting you for dinner. Isn't that fucking special? Isn't that really fucking special? My girlfriend is looking forward to going on a date with another guy.
Lorne.
That's unbelievable.
Lorne, stay calm. Everything's great.
Everything is not great when you do shit like this.
Hold on, let me see. Alright, here's what he said. No, Ramona. Ramona? Like saying my name. No, Ramona. I'll read it romantically. How's that? So.
Well, he meant it anyway.
So I ask, is it a date? No, Ramona. I would never try to do something that underhanded. I'm trying to be here for you as a friend, to help you make a transition during this very difficult time. I'm doing this for your benefit. I promise your well-being is my primary objective.
Alright, now just read it out straight so I can understand what you're saying.
Okay. No, Ramona, I would never try to do something that underhanded. I'm trying to be here for you as a friend, to help you make a transition during this very difficult time. I'm doing this for your benefit. I promise you, your well-being is my primary objective.
Sure it is.
And then
he's trying to be slick, is what he's trying to do.
And then he said, that doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves a little bit, though.
Yeah, okay. There you go. It's a fucking date.
I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna be candid as. Oh God, am I gonna be saying that word like he says it?
I hope the fuck you don't. I hope the fuck you don't.
Okay.
I hope you don't say that word.
I'm gonna show
that piece of shit saying it.
I'm going to show some candor, as he said again. Okay, let's see.
Don't try to talk like him.
I wasn't.
It's irritate the hell out of me.
But the word just fit. I couldn't think of any other word. Okay, let me message him. Lorne is convinced that you want a date. What should I tell him? Now let's see what he says. Lorne is convinced that you want a date with me.
Now I ask him if you was a 40-year-old, say a 45-year-old guy, if he would take you out to dinner, if he would ask you out on a dinner date, or if he would ask you out to dinner, you don't even have to use the word date, if he would ask you out to dinner to help you get through a tough time, ask him that.
All right, let me say this. He also
I know you already know the answer to that.
Asked if I were how old, 45, 47? Yeah. He also asked if I was a 45-year-old guy, would you take me to dinner? This is an essential part of my the healing process for me. As your therapist, it's my ethical obligation to help you through this struggle, and that is my singular motivation.
Yeah. Well, a therapist doesn't help you by taking you out to dinner. Allie has never once, in the 2 years that I've been seeing her, never once asked me out to dinner so that she could help me through my situation.
Well, maybe Allie doesn't care, or maybe you need to go to Allie's house and see her naked.
And Allie is an actual therapist.
I would do...
She keeps it professional.
Here's what he said. I would do whatever I needed to do for the benefit and healing of my patients. As a matter of fact, I have done just that in the past with both men and women.
I don't believe it. I heard how many times you hit on me. shaking my head in disbelief.
By the way, definitely don't. Okay. Don't worry, it's not a date.
Fucking date. Can't believe you said yes.
Lorne, everything is wonderful.
Everything is not wonderful when you say yes to dinner with another guy. That is something that should never happen. That's like me saying yes to dinner with another girl.
Okay, I'm going to tell him. I wouldn't freak out if you went to dinner with Allie. Not one bit.
I would. That's just not right. That's not keeping professional.
I'm going to tell him that I'm bringing Bro.
Of course. Then you can become friends with Bro and invite it over to your house. What a coincidence.
So it's not a date. So it's not a date because Bro is coming.
You need to bring your parents. That's something that you bring your parents.
It depends because long story short, Wednesday is my mom. If it ends up being Wednesday, I don't know if I'll be able to because Wednesday is my mom's day to go take care of Nana.
I can't believe you said yes.
So it might just be Bro.
You already knew how I feel about it without me even saying anything.
But Bro will do whatever I tell him to.
Shouldn't even be fucking happening.
Lorne, everything is fantastic and wonderful.
No, it is not. No, it is not. No idea how you think it could be.
Well, why are you being jealous?
You're my girlfriend. When another guy asks you out to dinner, the first word out of your mouth is supposed to be no, not yes.
Lorne, you're being jelly. You're like grape jelly. You're like jelly beans.
I'm being realistic.
You're like jelly bellies.
Being realistic.
You're like those shoes from the 90s. What did they call them? Oh, jellies. Lorne, everything is great and wonderful.
Tell me how you can think that.
Okay, let's see what he said. I got a message. Okay, I said, I'm bringing Bro, if that's okay. And he said, I feel a one-on-one conversation would better facilitate a discussion about the things you need and deserve as a woman. However, if you'd be more comfortable bringing your brother along, that's perfectly fine, too.
He wanted a one-on-one.
I'm going to bring Bro.
He wanted a dinner date. He wanted it to be a date.
Well, here's the thing, okay? I can't remember if he's got a master's or if he has a master's and a doctorate. So basically, I can't remember if his highest level of education is his master's or if it's his doctorate. But here's the thing. If he does not take me to Burger King and he only has a master's degree, how is he going to get his PhD? Because I would assume that in the kids' meal, they're going to give him his PhD. So this could be good for him as well.
Lucky Charms hands out prizes too.
So are you saying before dinner we should stop at the grocery store and get a box of cereal?
All right, so he can get lucky with Lucky Charms?
And what does that mean, Lorne?
So he's already gotten lucky and got his fucking date that he wanted with my girlfriend.
Lord, how is that getting lucky? He's going to dinner, and we're going to have dinner.
He got a date with you. He got a date with you. That's all he wanted. That's all he needs to get his foot in the door.
No, because...
Get a date with her. Get a date with her so I can get more personal with her. I can tell more of my fucking stories, my sad sob stories. She'll be more attracted to me, and I know this fucking game.
Who stops?
Sucked you right into it.
Lord, you must think I'm really stupid.
No, I just think you're blind.
No, I can see. Clearly now the rain is gone.
And you obviously don't see what he did. Sucked you right into a dinner date.
Lord, it is not a date.
So it sucked you into fucking thinking it was a therapy session when it turned out you violated so many therapist rules that was unreal. Turned it into a personal thing.
Okay, this is...
He spent most of the time talking. He's not supposed to be the one doing all the talking. You are.
Hey, this is a guy who looks like he could be an underwear model. He is not going to spend that much time going after one date.
There's another guy that looks like he could be an underwear model. How nice.
Oh, gosh, they seem to flock to me.
Well, why would you want a loser like me? As your date calls me. Loser.
But did I say that?
Let him say it enough. You didn't tell him to stop saying it. Didn't tell him to stop calling me that.
Lord, I was just listening, and I didn't say that you were any of those things.
But you could tell him to respect you a little bit and not call me a loser, which is something he never should have said to begin with. That's extremely unprofessional.
Lord, stay calm.
I'm not staying calm. It's the same fucking doctor bullshit all over again.
He is not the doctor.
Hey, is he going to come over to your house?
I have no plans of that.
And you said that same thing with the doctor, too.
Lord, that's different.
It's not different. That is not different at all.
That's different because I had a party and the doctor was introduced.
But what you just told me out straight is that he's going to be coming over your house.
I don't see having a party for a while.
It doesn't matter. You'll be invited over. You just fucking called in another guy. Make things so much better.
Lord, but you're not looking at the bright side. I'm making a whole lot of friends. I have people...
bright side. There's another guy that fucking wants you, is going to call me a loser, is going to try to get you away from me, is going to take you out to dinner, and you want me to be okay with it. I'm going to go on vacations with you and fucking wind up seeing my girlfriend naked. Yeah, there's a lot of bright sides.
Lord, but you're only looking at a small piece. You're looking at a very small piece.
Those aren't small pieces to me.
No, but Lorne, you're looking at a small piece because you're seeing everything through doctor's lenses, right? Like through, you're basically making the therapist the doctor.
I told you the same exact thing would happen with the doctor. I tried to get you to get the doctor away from us. You just hauled him in further. And now it's the therapist. So it's the doctor all over again.
It is not. going to have dinner and then go home.
Dinner date. Another guy.
Hopefully I eat so much that he and my brother have to carry me out of the restaurant. And everything's going to be wonderful.
Everything is not wonderful.
Everything is wonderful.
We need to meet.
Hey, didn't I just talk to the therapist about that today? And I told him
I told Allie that I want to stick to October 19th.
You can tell Allie anything you want.
Yeah, well, there's a difference with me. I got a probation officer, a therapist, and a counselor. All in my smoke.
Lorne, so far you're making good strides toward... You're 2 weeks in. It has been
I continue to make these good strides. I'm not going to let anything hold me back.
Lorne, listen to me, okay? Because I'm about to compliment you. Okay? It has been 2 weeks since you've gotten drunk, since you've called me a bitch, since you've called me a piece of shit, since you yelled at me outside of tonight, which I'm not even going to hold this against you. I'm not even going to. I'm not going to say, oh, well, 2 weeks starts again today. Or 3 months, rather, starts again today. I'm not even going to do that. It's been 2
I said you already was this against me. I didn't say yes to a date. You did.
Lorne, I just said I'm not going to hold any of this against you because I know that you're a little bit antsy because you feel like I'm going to be going out on a date with a millionaire underwear model looking therapist, but that's not the case.
Gee, that helps.
I'm not going on a date.
It's a fucking date. I can't believe you said yes to it. I'm fucking bored.
Lorne, I didn't ask if you were floored. I didn't ask if you were ceilinged. The thing I'm saying is that it's not a date, but it's going to be great. I mean, everything's great.
When you bring other guys into your life,
I didn't bring another guy into my life. My parents
said yes to a date with another fucking guy. That is not great. That is a lot of disrespect to me.
Lorne, nobody's disrespecting you. Everything
you did. You said yes to a fucking date with another guy.
Everything is
Why would you ever do that?
I don't see it as a date.
Regardless of him saying no, he doesn't see it as a date. Yeah, he does. He was hitting on you the whole fucking time.
He didn't.
Unbelievable.
But check this out. No, Ramona, I would never try to do something that underhanded. I'm trying to be here for you as a friend to help you make a transition during this very difficult time. I'm doing this for your benefit. I promise you, your well-being is my primary objective. That's not a date.
You're not going to be his client. He has no need to ask you out for dinner. He has one agenda.
And what is that? To see me naked?
That's probably the main agenda he has.
What, to see me naked?
To see you naked, to get you in bed, for you to be his girlfriend. That's all. He's getting a divorce, remember?
Okay, just because he's getting a divorce...
That is not something that a therapist tells his client. That is bullshit.
Stay calm.
A therapist keeps things separated.
What?
A therapist keeps things separated. When he's with a client, he keeps it professional. He doesn't bring his life into the fucking matter. He listens to the client. He doesn't do most of the talking. He lets the client do the talking. And he puts his input in. But his input isn't supposed to last all fucking night. And his input also doesn't include asking his client out to dinner.
Okay, I didn't expect I would talk to the therapist for so long either, but he had a lot of insights.
After I told you I get off the phone.
He had a lot of insights.
Well, he's acting goofy. Remember?
Yeah, after the phone.
Trying to get fucking closer to you. Surprise, surprise. I can't believe this fucking shit is happening all over again.
But everything is perfect.
How can you say that?
Well, I can say this. Did you ever notice that therapist is just a contraction word for the rapist? So maybe his agenda isn't so hidden. I'm kidding. Everything is great. Hang on a second. Are you mad at me?
You can't be most of it. Yeah, listen. You know what? Do me a favor. Do some of the tables and laundry.
I will.
Okay? Seriously.
I'm muted.
Good day.
Hey, baby, don't be mad.
I got you.
Bye-bye, my precious little princess.
You baby's hungry? Want some breakfast?
I got it. Okay, I know you're going to drive me home. Good time.
Yep.
But either way,
What's up, baby?
listen, either way, we're going to Rick. I'm sorry for what I did. Listen, I'll treat you to dinner and dessert. I'm sorry. Dinner and dessert, whatever you need. I've returned. So,
for another dinner date?
What?
Did he text you and ask you out for another dinner date?
Oh gosh, Lorne, can we get past the first date? Let's see if there's chemistry, maybe a kiss, and then we'll worry about the second one.
Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a kiss on this date, huh?
Lorne, no.
That's what you just said.
I know, Lorne, I'm joking. First of all, I don't kiss on the first date. That's thing one. Thing two, why?
One is you shouldn't be going on a date with a fucking supposed therapist anyway.
It's
He's not a fucking therapist.
Okay, Lorne, repeat after me, okay? It's not a date.
A date, Ramona. First thing is when another guy asks you out for dinner, you don't tell him yes when you have a boyfriend anyway. Especially when your boyfriend's right on the phone listening to the whole friggin' thing.
Lorne. You've got to remain calm.
There's nothing to be calm about with that shit. There's nothing to be calm about with
Lorne, everything is fantastic.
No, it is not. Pretty little girl, you want some breakfast? Sweetheart. Want some breakfast? Come on. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, I'm ready to put it over here so you don't want me to spot me, though. Why would you say yes to any guy asking you out to dinner?
Lorne, it's not a date.
You answer me that question.
Because I'm curious to see what he has to talk about.
Why would you be curious when he's not going to be your therapist?
Because he's still going to be my friend.
Oh, of course. Still going to be your friends. Still going to come over, be invited over to your house. Still going to come over and spend the night. Same doctor shit all over again.
Lorne, you've written a story that's never existed.
It doesn't have to exist yet. I know what's going to happen.
What? And how? You tell the future?
It already happened with the doctor, and I told you right from the get-go what was going to happen.
And what? You tell this with your crystal ball, your blue balls, or your silver bells? I don't know.
Happened with the doctor. I saw the whole thing coming when it happened with the doctor. That's exactly what happened. I see the whole thing happening all over with the therapist.
It's not, Lorne. Lorne. You're living in the past. And even though the doctor is still a good friend of mine, you're living in the past.
Yeah, and you're creating new problems.
I'm not.
First problem is when another guy asks you on a date and you have a boyfriend, you don't say yes.
He didn't ask me on a date.
No.
He didn't ask me on a date.
He asked you out to dinner. That's a date. When you have a boyfriend and another guy asks you out to dinner, you don't tell him yes. Why would you do that? Especially when you know how I feel about it. I didn't hide any way that I felt about this guy. I know you knew that I wouldn't have been happy about it.
I did not think that you would be upset with it. I thought you'd think it was a good idea for me to go out to dinner with my therapist and talk.
How could you possibly think that I would think it was a good idea?
Lorne.
I want to know the answer to that. How could you possibly think that I would think it was a good idea? And the whole time I didn't like the fucking guy.
Lorne, you don't like any guy who's associated with me.
And the whole time he's supposed to be a therapist. He's violating every rule in the therapist book.
I don't have a therapist book. Lorne, you hate every guy who's affiliated with me.
There's no excuse for this bullshit.
Lorne, stay calm. Everything is perfect.
Everything is not perfect when you're going on a date with another guy.
It's not a date. Lorne, it is not a date. This is a good thing.
Going out to dinner. You're going out to dinner. That's a freaking date.
Well, that is a matter of opinion. Because what is a date to you? Define it. Define the word.
He asked you out for dinner. One-on-one dinner.
Okay, I went to one-on-one dinner with my mom.
A little different than your mom. It's not another guy. It's not somebody that's been hitting on you all fucking night.
I went on a one-on-one dinner excursion with my dad.
It's your dad. Not a one-on-one date with the guy that fucking has been hitting on you all night. Oh.
I think everything's going to be great. I really do.
Yeah, because now you get another guy that's going to come over and fucking go on vacation with you. Yeah. Everything real fucking great.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm having surgery next Thursday, and I will not be going on any weekend trips until September.
Oh, he said he'd come to a hospital and visit you. I heard that too. Therapist doesn't do that. Guy took it way beyond therapy.
I beg to differ.
You're trying to get too personal.
I beg to differ because one of my good friends is a therapist, and one of her clients had a baby, and she visited her in the hospital.
And how long did they know each other?
That I'm not sure. I'm not even going to try and guess.
How many therapy sessions have you had with this guy?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
We've had almost daily because of my parents freaking out. Literally, almost daily. That's why I'm so That's why I was so confused, because yesterday I had 2 sessions. One with him, then one separate, one with him one-on-one, then one with him and my parents. I'm not... Because they think they did something wrong. And I told them, I'm like, you guys didn't do anything wrong. You did everything right. And I won't go into what they said, but...
A therapist doesn't ask his clients out to dinner. Therapist does not get personal with clients.
Lord, if he shows up naked, I'll tell you. But he better not show up naked, because we're going to be going to a new vegan restaurant, and I don't need to be banned from the restaurant before I even get there.
When he's showing up with a rose in his hand.
With a rose?
Oh, yeah. Probably a red rose.
Sounds like something the doctor would do.
Oh, well. Probably the doctor did that, too.
No, he showed up with about 1 billion roses in my apartment. But that's besides the point.
And that was after he knew you had a boyfriend. Real respectful.
At the time, Lord, at the time that happened, I don't think you realize how they did not think anything was going on like that. And even
now, he talked to me on the phone. He talked to me on the phone, so he knew.
Yeah, I'm dating this guy in Maine. Here he is on the phone. Like, I don't know. He didn't seem to take it too seriously.
Well, out of respect for you, he should have. Even if he didn't have any respect for me, out of respect for you, you told him. He should have taken it seriously out of respect for you.
Lauren, let's not talk about respecting me.
Well,
because you've done some of the most egregious acts of disrespect against me.
What was most of my problem all around? The doctor.
So now you're going to blame another man for your actions.
I'm not blaming another man for my actions.
But you said what was your problem all around the doctor. Don't blame him for the way that you behaved.
Oh, it don't matter. God, I'm a loser.
So that's what you're saying.
Your therapist is taking you on a date, said so.
Okay, but when did I say that? Quote me as saying that. Say again?
Didn't stop him from saying it.
I don't control what he says.
He obviously doesn't respect you at all either.
Okay, again, Lorne, with respect. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that's real messed up, okay? You are so butthurt and whiny, crying, and fussing about my therapist calling you a loser, but you've said nothing about the fact that you've called me a pathetic bitch, you've called me a whore, you've called me a slut, you've called me a piece of shit, and you've called me a cunt, okay? You, the person who, as you say, is supposed to be my boyfriend, have called me all those things, but you want me to forget about it because it was 2 weeks ago, okay? You say nothing about that, but yet you're so butthurt and upset because my therapist called you a loser. Explain that to me.
So we're turning this around.
Yeah, we're turning this car right back around.
You said yes to a date with your therapist.
No, it has nothing to do with saying yes to a date or anything else with the therapist. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. But the fact that you're going to sit here, he called me a loser. He's so mean. But yet the fact that you have called me a pathetic bitch, you want me to forget because it was 2 weeks ago, and that person who did that is not you anymore.
Turn this around all you want. I'm not going to tell you that I'm fine with it, with you going on a date with your fucking therapist.
Okay, then talk about that. But don't talk about him calling you a loser.
And I'm not going to say it's all right for him to call me a fucking loser. Because of the fact he's a therapist, he's supposed to be professional. They don't go around calling people losers.
And your boyfriend, you're supposed to treat women with respect, especially one that you claim to love. So your silence means that there's nothing you can say to contest that.
I didn't know what I said was wrong. I'm sorry for the things I said.
Okay, but
I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay, that's nice that you have not called me a pathetic bitch in 2 weeks. That's very nice. But if you wanted to talk, let's talk about the, quote, date, end quote, not what my therapist called you and how it made you feel.
The therapist is supposed to be professional.
Okay, professional.
I have never called you a loser or any name.
I'm not a registered sex offender who has what you have on paper, okay? If Allie was going to call me a loser, it would be based on nothing except the fact that if she was racist, maybe she'd call me that, but that would be based on racism, and I would hope that she's not like that. Other than that, she has no basis to call me a loser. There's nothing. There's
this guy
nothing.
Has no basis to call me a loser.
Lauren, he and my parents heard audio of you screaming and cursing at me and calling me every name under the sun. That right there, that someone would treat someone who they call their girlfriend, that right there gives credence to the idea that the person saying that stuff is a loser. You can't sit there and say that my parents should be subject to hear that kind of stuff and get bullshit in the mail about their daughter dating a registered sex offender and bullshit about how she was treated in the mail, and then come back and say, well, nothing about me is a loser. I feel bad for them just having to experience that. I feel bad for them that they even had to go through that they even had to have that bullshit come through the mail. And holy heaven forbid if it had been mislabeled or anything like that, and it had gone to the neighbors who all know me and my parents. I mean, the neighbors have lived there. They've lived there for decades and decades and decades. All of the neighbors, and had it been mismarked, so instead had the address been 1 digit off, And then
the therapist calling me a loser.
No. You're not listening. And had one of the neighbors opened a package that said, "This is who Ramona's dating," and had they heard that stuff, and my parents had to go through that, I'm not defending him calling you a loser. I'm saying that if you want to say he asked me out on a date, that's fine. We can talk about that. I'm saying if you want to say that he's hitting on me, that's fine. We can talk about that. But for you to sit here and have such a problem with someone calling you a loser, something that I think a lot of people, if they saw what you have written on paper, would say, yeah, I agree.
That is not to call me a loser.
Okay, and yours is to call me a pathetic bitch and a piece of shit and a cunt and a whore and a no good.
No, it isn't. But I didn't bring him into a fucking relationship.
Okay, and I didn't get into a relationship to be called the things that you've called me.
I'm not calling you that anymore. I'm not drinking anymore. I'm changing for me as well as for me and you.
So because you're not drinking, it's okay? No. Because you're not drinking for 2 weeks, it's okay the stuff that you did for 9 months? Is that what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is I'm correcting what other things that I've done wrong.
Okay, so then stop. So then stop saying, "Well, I stopped doing that."
It doesn't mean that I'm going to say it's all right for the therapist to call me a loser when he doesn't have any right to call me a loser.
See here.
He wants to call me that out of the session to himself. That's fine. But for him to say that to you, that's not fine.
You know what? I'm not nearly as offended by that as I am by being called a pathetic bitch. I've never in my life been called the kinds of things that you have called me. And when you can sit there, and this is exactly what you did, you called me a pathetic bitch, and then I don't even know if it was 5 minutes later, you asked if I wanted to wake up next to you and if I wanted to have sex with you that night, if I would have had sex with you that night if you were there.
I don't even remember that conversation.
Well, Lorne, again, just because you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It happened.
No, I didn't say it didn't happen. You know how my memory is. Sorry, I don't remember.
Okay, so here's the thing. So instead of saying in a dismissive tone, I don't remember that. How about saying, that was really fucked up that I did that, instead of dismissing.
That's really fucked up that I did that. I'm going to admit to it. I'm not going to say that it wasn't fucked up.
So Lorne,
and I apologize for doing it.
Lorne, the guy gave me a lot of shit to think about, because how is it that you're going to say, he called you a loser, and whether he should have done that as a therapist or not is up in the air. Because, for the point that he was trying to make. Okay, so let's say that was wrong, but for him to do that. But was he wrong in saying that? He heard video footage of you calling me a woman. And you shouldn't say this about any woman, but certainly one that you claim that you love, a bitch, a whore, a piece of shit, all these names. That alone, you don't think that alone is loser behavior?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so then
I don't need to hear it from your therapist. Your therapist shouldn't be saying that to you.
I could not argue with the things that he was saying, Lorne, because it was true. I mean, he was winning. I mean, I was defending you, but everything he was saying was true. And here I am defending you. But again, the shit that he was saying, I couldn't argue. And the stuff that he told me, I didn't know that there was audio footage of you talking to a child or someone who sounded like a child. I didn't know that existed. And that you had said, after saying that you weren't going to have sex and all this stuff, that you were bringing condoms so you don't get somebody knocked up. I didn't know there was audio footage of that.
I don't remember it either.
Okay, again, Lorne.
I've got it. I've got it on CD, and I've got everything.
Okay, so then you're
I don't watch it. You know why? Because it was 10 years ago, and I tried to get it out of my head.
Yeah, but you know what? You do the same thing that I do, that he said that I do, that I shouldn't be doing, which is the bad stuff that you've done, that I have just tried to completely eradicate from my mind. You do that, but the problem with you doing it, there's problems with me doing it, the problem with you doing it is that you don't learn and you don't grow and you don't change.
He says all that shit to you, and then he asks you out to dinner.
No, I'm saying that you don't learn and that you don't grow and that you don't change. Lorne, I've said a lot of the things that he said to you. I put on a united front. I defended you. I defended you for hours. I defended you for 7 hours today. And at what point does it become comical when I'm sitting there saying, well, maybe he forgot that she was, maybe he blocked it out of her mind that she was 13. You know, or maybe him calling me those things, he does it because he gets mad at me. And it's like I deserve it.
It's probably comical when I say that. I never meant to even go that route with a decoy. I meant to just be a good person and give the decoy somebody to talk to.
Lorne, but not meaning to go that route.
I was turning around as I was grooming.
Lorne, okay. If you really don't know what grooming is, you need to read your chat log because that is the definition of grooming, and I haven't even read all of it. I know what grooming is,
but when I started talking to her, I wasn't doing it to groom her.
Lorne, but here's...
I was doing it just to give her somebody to talk to because nobody else in the room would talk to her.
But here's the difference between
first degree
murder and first degree murder, okay? Here's the difference, okay? If I get in my car right now and I say I'm going to drive all the way down to Texas to kill my cousin, and I just named a state, and I actually have a cousin who lives in Texas, but I don't even know what he looks like. I haven't seen him in so long. But anyway, if I get in my car and I drive down to Texas and I say I'm going to kill my cousin in Texas, and I go to Texas and I get my car and I make the 20-hour drive and I kill my cousin in Texas, and now he's dead, and I say, well, yeah, I killed him. I got in my car with the intention of killing him. I killed him. That's first degree murder. Now, here's the difference between first-degree murder and first-degree murder. If I get in my car and I say, oh, I'm going to Texas to argue with my cousin, oh, I'm going to Texas to have dinner with my cousin, oh, I'm going to Texas because it's legal to fuck your cousin in Texas, I don't know, I'm going to Texas to watch movies with my cousin. If I go to Texas to do those things, or any of those things, or one of those things, or none of those things, I'm just going to Texas to look at my cousin. And I get there and we're talking, and then we start arguing, and I decide I'm going to fucking kill my cousin, and I kill my cousin, well, guess what? That's still first-degree murder. It doesn't matter that when I drove there, I wasn't intending to kill him. I formed the intent in an instant, and it's still just as premeditated as my 20-hour drive. And that's what I'm saying to you.
I know what you're saying.
Regardless of what you intended, the fact is that you might not have started out that way, but you ended up going that way intentionally.
Do you have your phone on safe mode?
Yes.
All right.
I put it on safe mode a little bit ago.
All right. You can call Mom. Hang on. She just called me.
I'll mute myself.
All right. Hang on a second. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello, Mother dear.
What are you, second shift today?
I am. I'm second shift today.
Yeah. How come you're so late?
Because I can be.
Oh, you can't be with me. I do not put up with it.
You don't.
No, I don't. The guy, I guess I called you in there first. I guess he's not going to call. I want to get up and start my day.
What time do you wake up?
Oh, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah, what time do you go to bed?
11.
11?
11. I went to bingo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Last night was Thursday.
Yep.
You used to go on class on Thursday, so.
You what?
I'm used to going to class on Thursday, and I didn't go to class, because I have my class on Monday instead.
So you can't get used to not going to class on Thursday night, huh?
Yeah, I'm not used to going to class on Thursday night.
No.
I forgot last night was Thursday night, and I go to class on Mondays now. So I forgot about that. So what are you doing today?
Well, I gotta go down to Margaret get that cheese and stuff. Yeah, I plan on being home. Why?
I asked you every day, so I thought I'd ask again today.
Oh.
You know, you ask what's on your agenda.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's on my agenda.
So, Uncle Rich call you last night?
Uncle Rich?
Yeah.
No, I tried to call him twice. I tried this morning. I was going to get him a different phone. He said, no, that phone's all right. Nobody's down there to plug it in. It shuts off, and he's down there with no phone. Can't tell him nothing.
Yeah. Just the one that he needs to charge it up, too.
Yeah.
Doesn't work unless it's charged.
It's what?
It doesn't work unless it's charged.
I still didn't get it.
I said a phone does not work unless it is charged.
Well, I know it was charged. I charged it up, and he wouldn't have called out that much, but it shuts off by itself.
Oh.
So he needs a new one. And he said a thing I got to take to him that he can sign to get more minutes on it.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Oh, all right. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to be getting in the shower here shortly.
What time are you going down to Sharon's?
I don't have to. We did the application over the phone yesterday.
You what?
We did the application over the phone yesterday.
Oh, you did it over the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that you was going to do today?
Yeah.
You said you hear from one today.
Yeah, I'm supposed to hear from one today.
Yeah.
That's the other one that I called about earlier this week.
Yeah. Oh.
Did another application yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get off the phone.
All right.
All right. I love you, and I will talk to you later on.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I get a machine. I got to give it another 13 minutes, and I get my test, which I don't need to get on the phone to do. I do it right over.
Your what?
The thing. This is something I didn't. Well, I thought I told you, but I guess I didn't. We were explaining to the therapist what my test rate is.
Hey, Lorne, you're mumbling, you're cutting out. I have no clue what you're saying.
I said, they give me a device so I can take testing right over the phone, see whether or not I've been drinking.
What?
They text me when to take the test, and they do it at all random times.
Technology has wait. Technology has advanced that much?
Yep.
So how does this work?
I blow into the thing and takes a picture of me, and it also takes the test, and then after it clicks, I push submit, and after it clicks, it automatically sends it to wherever it is they send it to, wherever it goes to.
Well, can't you... Oh, I'm not giving you ideas.
They can also show up any time at my door, too. So.
Well, I have two questions, but I'm not trying to give you any ideas. Well, can't you have somebody else blow into it for you?
No, because it takes a picture of you. Why are you blowing into it? You can't have a hat on or sunglasses or anything to obstruct the view of it.
How often do you have to do this?
Usually about 3 or 4 times a day.
Every single day?
Yep, from November 4th.
Starting when? When did it start?
Started August 4th.
Holy shit! Technology has changed that much? So starting August 4th, you did this?
Yep.
You have to do this 4 times a day?
Yep.
What if you forget?
I don't forget. They text me. They text me every time they want me to take a test. No test. So when we come up here, you'll see me doing it. So I'll have the thing right there.
I'm what's the word? Shell shocked. I'm not saying anything. There is I can't believe such a thing exists. I'm like tempted to have you take a picture of it because I almost don't believe you.
No, you'll see it when you come up.
What is it called? I want to look them up. I'm amazed.
I don't know what it's called. It doesn't have a name on it. It just doesn't even have a name on it. Or that's Silverlink. Powered by Silverlink. But I can't drink anything 20 minutes before, and smoking cigarettes 20 minutes before, which then about 5 minutes of I better drink or a cigarette.
And you have to do this 4 times every single day?
Yep.
And so the results go where? Where do the results go?
I don't know. Wherever the Silverlink place is, goes to them, I guess. Yeah, cool to go. It's done it before too.
Do what?
That includes in the middle of the night. It has done it before too. Well, I should say 3 to 4 times a day.
So it's so it's random.
Yeah.
Oh. That is...
I know I'm not going to drink for the next 4 months. But, and I don't even feel like drinking. So I'm not worried about it at all.
What happens if you fail it? What happens if you do drink?
Then I'd be in trouble. I'd go to jail.
How long could you go to jail for violating your probation, though?
However long the judge says.
No, I mean, there's usually like a statute, like, 1 to 5 years or...
No, I don't know. I've never violated my probation in and been put in jail for it, so I don't know. But I'm not violating it. There's no way in hell I'm going back to jail.
Because I'm wondering if they would just put you in like an AA treatment class.
No, no. This is one of the things that they do to try to keep you out of jail. To do this, make sure you're compliant. After this is done, I'm going to have that taken. I'm going to have some of the things fixed on my probation. I'm going to get a lawyer and have some of those things fixed on it. Yes. They went way overboard on my stuff. And, like the lifetime supervision, lifetime supervising release. They were way overboard on that.
Well, can you be a registered sex offender? Oh, go ahead. I was going to say,
it's all good to me having a bad lawyer.
Well, can you be a registered sex offender without having, quote, lifetime supervision, end quote?
Yeah, I can. Well, I'm going to see if I can get that fixed, too. But, I'm going to get a lawyer to know what's fixing all.
So what is lifetime supervision? What does that mean?
Probation for life.
Oh, okay.
After I'm out of this class, I'm supposed to be able to put a thing in, a motion into the court to get off probation. So that I can get off probation. Me even being in this class still was just horseshit. And Maria's even said that. It's ridiculous that you've been in class this long. I think she had no kid because Gene wanted to see me in a face-to-face relationship. That's why they're pushing me on you.
You know,
to meet you.
You know, I hear what they're saying, but I mean, that's up to you. You know.
And I do want to keep the October 19th date.
Lorne, like I said, that October 19th is completely off the table.
It's got to get back on the table.
Lorne, it's not going. Lorne, it's not going.
It's getting too heavy on me. It is getting way too heavy.
Lorne, okay, then it needs to go on a diet. But what I'm saying is, you know, we had a deal.
I know.
So let's not pretend like I'm this mean. Lorne, stop trying to make it out like I'm this mean, bad wolf.
I am not trying to make it out like you're this mean, bad person. I'm trying to say, aren't you anxious to be able to meet me too?
Lorne,
you can get off our cases.
Lorne, I need to make sure that is
because you want to meet me.
Can I finish? I need to make sure that is a safe environment that I'm walking into. And you can say
I even bring my mom with me.
Okay,
so you can feel safe.
Lorne,
bringing. I have to laugh about it because it's like I can't believe somebody is actually telling me that. I feel like they'd be in an unsafe environment around me.
Lorne, listen at what... Lorne, just because I defended you...
What you're saying.
Okay, well then if you understand what I'm saying, then you'll never mention October 19th to me ever again. Ever.
When October 19th is only...
When it comes and goes, then I won't be there. Lorne...
When it is only cutting 2 weeks off of the 3 months, why not do it?
Lorne, again, if you understand what I'm saying, then you will never mention October 19th again. Otherwise, if you mention it again, you don't understand what I'm saying, at which I will repeat myself, which I would prefer not to have to do, because you're 47 years old, and if you can understand a simple concept, then it shouldn't need to be repeated.
Well, I understand what my counselor and Allie are saying to me, too.
But see, here's the thing. Allie, and your probation officer and your counselor, they're not me. And they're not going to run my life. They might run yours, and hey, they can put you up to a breathalyzer 4 times a day. They can put you off to a jerkalyzer 10 times a day to see if you've been jerking off. That's up to them. They can run their life and they can run yours, but they're not going to run mine, and they're not going to make me feel like I need to expedite visiting you because of whatever reason that they have. I'm of age. I have proven that I'm of age. So therefore, you're not committing any crime whatsoever in regards to talking to me. So my thing, as I was saying, I won't be cut off. I won't be cut off. As I was saying, I'll keep talking over you until I get to talk. So my thing is this. If I am going to get on a plane and fly up to Maine to see you, we're going to do it on my time, my schedule, and the way that I want to do it. And the way that I want to do it is 3 months without those things on the list that I said being done. Right now we're at 2 weeks. 2 weeks in, meaning. Right now we're 2 weeks in. That means, as I had said to the therapist earlier when I was telling him this, that means October 27th. The 19th is off the table completely, and it will not get back on the table. And if they have a problem with that, then they might have to tell you, well, you're not allowed to talk to Ramona again, because I'm not going to bring that on the table. I'm not going to cave in to what you and them want when it's not what I want. I want it 3 months, and I will get 3 months, or I won't come. And that's that plain and simple.
Well, that's the fact we've been dating for the last 9 months.
And out of 9 months, how long have you gone without getting drunk and abusive?
Yeah, and I see exactly what they're thinking or what they're saying, is that being boyfriend and girlfriend think we want to see each other.
Okay, and out of 9 months, how long have you gone without getting drunk and being abusive?
I know.
Okay, so then stop using 9 months as if it's a barometer of a lifelong loving relationship, because it is quite the opposite. It is not that at all.
When your therapist is asking you out on a date.
But see, this has nothing to do with him. This has to do with whether or not I would... No, let me finish. I'm going to finish what I was saying. Now, as I was saying, it has nothing to do with the therapist. What it has to do with is your therapist and your counselor and your probation officer and you getting antsy, according to you, and wanting me to come down there on October 19th. And what I said is, no, I'm not going to come down until I have 3 months of you not yelling at me, not getting drunk, not being abusive, and not doing the things on that list. So this therapist has nothing to do with that. This October 19th is not going to happen. It's the 27th. Now, I didn't say, oh, well, you yelled at me today about the therapist, so I'm pushing it back, and the 3 months starts over today. I didn't say that, and I have no plans to say that, and I'm not going to say that. So he has nothing to do with me coming down on October 27th, and him being in the picture has nothing to do with whether I would have come down on the 19th or the 27th.
Him gets to see you and take you out to dinner, though.
And that has nothing to do with whether I come down on the 19th or the 27th. So when you come up with an argument for why the therapist's existence has anything to do with when I see you, I'm more than happy to listen.
The therapist has no business being in your personal life.
What does that have to do with whether I come down on the 19th or the 27th?
Because the therapist is just another round of the doctor.
First of all, I said he's not, but second of all, what if he was the doctor's clone? What if he was the doctor's twin brother? Doctor doesn't have a twin brother, but what if he was? Doctor's twin brother, just like the doctor. That would still have nothing to do with whether or not I come down on the 19th or the 27th.
It's still headed that way.
Okay, let's say it is that way. I'm just putting words in your mouth in your favor. That would still have nothing to do with whether I come down on the 19th or the 27th. Nothing at all.
Things are not going to be as smooth with us if he is in the picture like the doctor became in the picture.
You know what, Lorne? First of all, there's a difference between things being, quote, as smooth and you getting drunk and calling me names and cursing me out and being abusive. Now, here's the thing. If I'm not going to hold you being upset about the doctor, you being upset about the therapist, I'm not going to hold any of that against you in this 3-month thing. I'm not. Just like I didn't hold tonight against you in the 3-month thing. I'm not going to do that. I would not do that. I'm doing this fairly. And I'm not going to be unfair. And if you're upset about the doctor or the therapist, and you say, I'm just upset about him, that's fine. Don't accuse me of cheating. Don't scream at me, although you did tonight. But that one time, I'll let that slide, even though you did yell at me tonight. But the other stuff,
don't be going on dates with the doctor or with the therapist.
As I was saying, the other stuff regarding, whether you voice discontent with the doctor or the therapist, I'm not going to hold that against you one tiny bit in terms of the 3-month deal. I'm not going to. So you can't sit here and say, well, the doctor is in the way and things aren't going to be smooth with the therapist, because I'm not going to hold it against you if you get upset over them. But what I am going to hold against you is the things on that list. And that list does not bar you from voicing
you're ragging me out right now, and don't think it's going to be such a smooth ride with the therapist around. I know exactly what's going to happen.
I'm not ragging you out.
You are too. In the process, you can mention this therapist, and if he's going to be around, well, it's all very obvious he's going to be around. He's going to be invited over the house, and the same shit's going to happen all over again. It's not that hard to see it.
First of all, I'm not living in the future like that. But second of all, as I said, if you are upset about something, I'm not holding that against you. There is no way, and I want you to understand this. I was already speaking. There is no way that you can possibly say that the doctor or the therapist or anybody else except maybe God, and there's a lot of evidence that that's not real. There's no way that you can say anybody is holding me back from coming to see you except you. Because, as I said, if you get upset, if you voice concern about anybody, I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm going to hold against you abusive and violent and disrespectful behaviors. That's what I'm holding against you.
Okay. So you want to tell me how respectful it is for you to say yes to a dinner with another guy.
What does that have to do with October?
How respectful is that?
Okay, what does that have to do with October?
Especially when you already know how I feel about the guy anyway.
Okay, what does that have to do with October?
And you knew how I would feel about you saying yes to a dinner with him.
Okay, what does that have to do with October?
And everything.
Okay, name one thing that has to do with October.
Don't be saying yes to dinner with this guy again. Or with any guy. It's not respectful to me. I don't say yes to dinners with any girls.
Lorne, first of all, you said yes to fucking at Dunkin' Donuts. That's thing one. Thing two, what
you've already
does
been on
that
dates with the doctor.
have... Okay, I'm not going to have sex with the doctor. I didn't have sex with the doctor. I didn't have sex with the therapist. What does any of this have to do with October, which was your chief complaint?
I was getting drunk then. I'm not getting drunk now. That same shit's not going to happen before. But I also don't expect you to be going out on dinner dates with guys. Because you already know how I feel about it. You knew how I feel about it, and you said yes to the therapist. Seems fucking up here. Never so please wait. Hang on, I gotta take my earpiece off so I can blow into this thing.
Alright.
Okay. Sending test. Approximately 60 seconds.
What?
The thing is reading sending test at approximately 60 seconds.
That quickly?
Yep. Thing has a straw on it, so you blow into the straw. That way your face is a little bit away from the camera, so you can take a proper picture.
And so the thing takes a picture of your face as you're blowing in.
Yep.
Huh?
Yes. Can't have a hat on, can't have sunglasses on. I can't have my earpiece on, which I've already messed up a couple of times and had my earpiece on.
You know what's amazing? That is just amazing. It's like you couldn't, like with that machine, it's like you couldn't have it and then have Tony blow into it and then take a picture of yourself. Well, not that you ever catch Tony sober, but I'm just saying if there was a Tony who was sober, like, yeah. You couldn't just like have him blow into it and then and then he could take your picture and then send it. It takes a picture of you as you're blowing in. That's just amazing to me.
It is, really. And actually, Tony's not going to get much anymore either. I think this moving to Cornville, I think is actually the best thing that could happen to me.
Moving where?
Moving Cornville.
Oh, at first it sounded like you said Clonzo.
Cornville. Corn, I don't know what to call it, Cornville. Corn, peas, carrots.
I know what corn is.
Okay.
Corn's on your feet.
I think it's the best thing that could happen to me because it got me further away from Tony and Wendy, which wasn't bad, me being that close to Tony and Wendy, but with me being that close, it was easier for me to go over and have a few beers with Tony, and being further away, that just neither one of us feel like drinking as much anymore.
And plus, that damn thing goes off. So, like, if it wakes you up, you have to get up and take it?
Yep. Actually, it's going off like I missed it twice one night. I missed it twice because in my bedroom, my phone only gets down to one bar on the signal.
Yeah.
So sometimes when the text comes through, it comes through sometimes. Sometimes I don't hear it. But it's because that gets down to that one bar, and sometimes that one bar just disappears, and it doesn't come through until the bar comes back, and that's the extra. So sometimes, and Roy tried calling me one night, the phone never rang on my end because I only had one bar, then that one bar disappeared, and Roy called, and it was like about 10 minutes later, I got the bar back, and you got Roy's voicemail. Woke me up. So I'm in the master bedroom. I think I had a signal there, but in the side bedroom, I don't get a very good signal. Stocks, but most of the time it does come in. It's just the last week it hasn't come in very well for the weather. Excuse me, baby. In the hawk in the ear.
I'm used to it.
I know. That's why it doesn't bother me to do it. I can be me with you.
What?
And I can be me with you and not be shy about it.
You can be what?
And I can be me. I can be myself with you and not be shy with it. You're already used to me. Oh, crap. What am I going to get done today? I'm not going to get done a whole lot. I think it's going to rain. I feel a lot more at ease now. I haven't all done moving shit. Trying to get shit straightened out here. Somebody get all some metal out of the yard.
Well, when do you ever sleep?
Huh?
I said, when do you ever sleep?
Usually at nighttime. I didn't sleep last night. I've been drinking coffee all night long.
What's the longest you've ever stayed up? With whether you were drinking or not, like. Cause I know you did the Rory thing once. I don't know how you guys do that. That's just weird.
I think the longest I've ever stayed up has been 32 hours.
Like, that probably beats my record.
That was when I was 17 or 18. Maybe I was 18. No, I was 17. I went to help fight a fire give me a pretty girl. Give me a sweetheart. I went to help fight a fire in the mountain. I stayed up for 32 hours that time. I was extremely tired. At least I know I put in my share.
I mean, this is fascinating. Like,
Why is it fascinating?
I foresee a world in which you, like, literally stay up for, like, 24 hours on the phone, to which I've never done that.
Where I stay up 24 hours on the phone?
I'm thinking you could.
I could with you. I never have with anyone else. Well, that's mainly because I have the earpiece in my ear. Well, mainly I love having it in my ear too, but having the earpiece in my ear makes a huge difference because I don't have to hold the phone up to my head. So when do you ever sleep?
About right now, in a minute. I'm gonna lay down and watch some ASMR and fall right to sleep.
So from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock now?
Let's see. I'll probably fall asleep by like 8:45.
So you're working the night shift now?
Yeah, right. I don't know if I'd ever like the night shift. Even though I'm a night owl, apparently, I don't know if I'd like the night shift.
I worked the night shift before. You wouldn't like it.
Why?
Because it makes it hard to sleep during the day.
I don't think that would be a problem. But, well, the worst shift is 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's like the whole day. The best shift is 5 to 1 or 6 to 2. At least I think.
The night shift, you think you have all kinds of daylight to get things done while you work at night. Then when you work at night, your days get shorter and shorter and shorter. You wind up not having any daylight, only night light.
What is night shift? Give me the hours. What to what?
6 to 12 would be, 6 to 6 be able to work 12-hour shifts, 6 to 6.
Okay, someone who's not working 6-hour shifts, a typical night shift, what would your hours be?
A typical one would be 6 to 3 in the morning.
6 p.m. to 3 a.m.
You think you'd be fine to work, to sleep only 4 hours, then you'd have all kinds of daylight to do everything. Even only 6 hours, and then you have all kinds of daylight to do everything. And then when it comes around the time to go to work again, you're already tired out because you spent so much time up during the day that you get tired at nighttime, and you start falling asleep at night on the job. So it's dangerous. It messes your day up all off, and it messes your whole schedule up.
I guess you'd have to, if you did that, you'd have to, so if you're starting work at 6, you have to be in bed by noon.
Yeah. The actual way to do it is to stay up later when you get home from work, and then go to bed later and wake up an hour or two before you have to go to work.
Yeah. You have to do it like that instead of coming and doing things and then, taking a nap and then going to sleep an hour before. Yeah. You'd have to go to sleep. And that's 6 hours. Well, no, that doesn't make sense because if you're working 6 to 3, then if you want 8 hours of sleep, you better be in bed by 9.
And if you work at 6 to 3, you better hurry up and get home, go to bed. Actually, what did you say before? You're going to stay up for a few hours. You're going to want to at least go to bed at 7 o'clock. You can get up at 3 o'clock and get your 8 hours sleep. That way you have to get a shower and eat and everything before you go to work again.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a pretty girl? Oh, I know that. You silly.
Because if you go to bed at, if you work 6 to 3, you get off at 3, you have to be in bed by 9 to get 8 hours of sleep, and that's just giving you an hour to get up and get ready. That's a really sucky kind of shift. So, you get up at 9 a.m. You go to bed at 9 a.m., then you have 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still falling under the assumption that you can get up, get showered, get dressed, and drive to work in an hour. Otherwise, it's going to be 8 a.m. So really, you've got 5 hours. That's really, something's odd. That's really odd.
It is. And it's hard to sleep during the daytime.
You need to watch some ASMR. But, outside of that, you have 6 a.m., or not 6 a.m., you have 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. if you want to do anything.
What's your sleep schedule right now?
Whatever time I wake up.
What time are you going to bed? Have you been going to bed?
It varies.
You've been staying up all night, though, haven't you?
What's wrong with that?
Because you're shaking your schedule a lot. It's going to be hard when you go back to work. Get the schedule back on.
No. It's. I've never had a problem with that, and I've gone from being a night owl to it's back to school, and I never ever had a problem with that.
But also, your boyfriend sits at nighttime and he's up during the day. You don't get much time with him.
Well, we have been on a break. I'm not sure how much of a break it's been since less than 1 week.
Break.
You broke it the first time.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one is that letter. When you ain't off, any communication with Emma is going to irritate the hell out of me.
Now what? You mentioned Emma at the weirdest time. I'm serious. You have some kind of Emma button, and you keep leaning back on it and pressing it, and then you're like, oh yeah, let me say something about Emma.
Because Emma is the base of all the problems when it comes to me and the internet. And so any connection with Emma is not good. I don't want Emma in my life at all. Literally, at all. I don't care what fucked up excuse she comes up with, a story or whatever. I don't trust her. I never will. I don't ever want anything to do with her again. I don't want her contacting me at all. I don't want her trying to get information off of you about me.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Where did she... I don't know if you... Hang on a second. Let me turn my diffuser on. I don't know if you heard my... in the talk with my therapist yesterday, last night, when I said that you and her have the weirdest relationship because you're best friends one day and then you hate each other the next day. I don't know what to think.
I'm telling you that's the thing. Because I know how I feel about Emma. Since she did that to me before, when I thought she was my best friend, and I found out what she was doing, I have never trusted her since then. And even this time here, I only gave her a chance because of you. That's the only reason I gave her a second chance, and I weren't going to get that close to her. Then I get that letter in the mail, and find out that she's calling me a pedophile and a child fucker on her fucking Facebook page.
I am curious to know about that. I want to know, because...
She don't fly with me. I don't like backstabbing pieces of shit with that. And I knew she was fucked up. I knew there was something fucked up about her. And after what she did to me the first time, I knew there was something fucked up about her. I don't trust her, and I don't like her. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want her trying to find out any information about me or us. Emma doesn't give a shit about anybody but Emma. She's made that very plain.
Well, I don't know what you guys are going to do. I always hate to see friendships end. I've had that.
That was never a real friendship. On my part, I thought it was a real friendship. First time. She fucked that up. So, for her, it was never a real friendship. It was just her saying she was a friend, so she'd get information about me to put on the internet. And that's fucked up. That's obsessive, fucked up bullshit. You got a major mental problem.
Well, maybe I'll confront her about the things that were said on Facebook. Because I don't follow her on Facebook, so I didn't see any of it. I'd have told you if I had seen anything, but no, I didn't see anything.
That bother. She's gonna do is fucking make up some bullshit excuses.
No, I'll call.
Bullshit story. How it's not really her Facebook page. It's somebody else's that's under her name. Stupid shit like that. That's what she's gonna do.
No, because I'm curious to know why she would say that. Because those are strong words. So
She's useless and worthless to me.
But with that being said, I'm going to hop off of here because I've been on the phone for 10 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah, I know. 6 or 7 of them with a therapist.
Alright. Lorne, I'm going to pop off of here. I will... Well, we're still supposed to be on break. We'll talk more about the terms of that later today or tomorrow or something. I need to get to...
I also wanted to talk about this time being spent with a therapist.
Alright. I'll talk to you later today or tomorrow.
Alright. Love you.
Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Egg.
What?
A perfectly good day shot to hell because of the night shift. We need to do some more talking about this guy. Are you awake? Woohoo, baby! Possibly good news.
Yes, what's up?
Hang on.
Can't talk. I'm in car with bro, what's up?
When can you call me? Funny ass shit. Someone just tried hacking into my phone. And they can't, 'cause it's a burn phone. I want you to find some time for me tonight if possible, even if it's in the early morning hours, so I can play the CDs for you that I have, so we can listen to them together. I've never even listened to them.
I don't want to make any promises. We're having some friends over for my quote-unquote pre-op party.
Therapist not invited to the party, right?
Not unless my parents invited him, which I don't know anything about if they did.
Jesus, this crap is ridiculous.
I don't think they invited him.
It's ridiculous that the thought could even be entertained.
You're the only one entertaining the thought.
I didn't get on a personal level with him.
Do you want me to text my mom and ask her if she invited him?
Gee, that would be a good idea to help plant the idea in her head that she would invite him, and you could spend more time with him on a personal level.
I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking that if I don't ask, we're just going to have to wonder until tonight.
Shit like this doesn't happen with my therapist, because she's a professional. The best thing you can do is to keep this guy away, because this is already affecting us in a huge way, with him taking my girlfriend on a date.
Okay, never mind, I won't text her.
Before it starts happening, you shouldn't be texting back and forth with him either. He's married, and you have a boyfriend, so it'll be very inappropriate.
Please stop being obsessive.
I'm being intelligent, and addressing something before it happens, so there's no questions about it down the road. One thing you could do that would make sense is text your mother and tell her you don't want her to invite him to your party.